are the two things that I did no matter what this month? Oiled my scalp and I added water. These are the two things that I did no matter what. I was supposed to exercise. We made it, we made it, we made it, we made it, we made it. We made it, we made it, we made it, we made it. 1 month. To everybody that's growing their hair out, boy, that first month, I feel like that first month is going to be your hardest month. You are changing habits, you're doing it different. Everything is different. This month, it took a lot out of me, but we got through it. And I feel like I calmed down. If nothing else happened, they putting that hand all up in their head has calmed everything down. But it's gonna work or it's gonna work. And that's where I am. Right? I'm gonna attack this hair growth thing, y'all, with everything I got in me. And I have been on a hair growth journey for a month. If you're new here, my name is Dawn Annette, and I'm doing an experiment. I'm trying to see if I can grow 6 inches of hair in a year. Isn't that what they say we do? We grow 6 inches of hair in 1 year. Well, I don't know that I have ever been able to retain 6 inches of hair. Have you? Well, we're going to do the experiment. We're going to measure it. We're going to get the data. We're going to figure out each month how much hair grew. And this month, I was able to grow. That is not 5.5 inches. All right. Okay, so wait. That's about 4.5 inches. That's 5.5 inches. Okay.
Well, y'all tell me. Come on down. So right here. 5. That's 5 inches. Right there. 5. Yeah, we do an inch. Okay, so let's do the left and the back. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a little metal piece right here at the nape of my neck. And then we can just bring this down on top of the tape. 5 inches. We have grown an inch of hair. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. That's exciting because if we can keep this up, then we'll grow 12 inches of hair by the end of the year. Okay? Stretch it on down, please. To the end. And the end is on the 5 inches. Okay, so let's do that crown, because this is my problem area here, which has come a long way. This crown, oh my goodness. That crown gave me a 1/2 inch, so 4.5 inches. This is my problem area. Alright, so for the most part, we did get our 1/2 inch. In some places, we got a whole inch, but everywhere, we got a 1/2 inch of hair. So we are definitely on track to get 6 inches of hair. So that's a lint check, month 1. We got 11 more to go.
1 inch of hair. Let's get my hair done and let's talk about what have I done, what have I not done, how has this month worked for me, and what were the challenges. How did I wear my hair this month? Well, it was pretty much in this bun. If I was going somewhere, it was in this very neat bun that looked like I put my hair together. If I wasn't going somewhere, it was in a very messy type of bun, no rubber band, just all kind of pulled up. The other way that I will wear my hair just to let it breathe and not all be together is I came up with a twist pattern. And what's interesting is it's a twist pattern, but with the twist pattern, I tuck the ends inside of the twist so they look like little itty bitty little afro puffs all over my head. And so when I pull the twist out and take them down, it makes an afro. And so if my afro was not see-through, if my afro was not see-through, I would want to wear my afro. It's getting thick, it's getting strong, it's getting full. I would want to wear my afro. Unfortunately, my afro is see-through. So I found myself brushing my hair up into this little bun because I feel like you just can't go wrong with a bun. Even though it's tiny, we have learned to love our tiny bun. The spots that need the most hydration is the thinnest parts of my hair. It's where my hair is the thinnest is where the least amount of hair is. It's low density. The hair is brittle. It is dry. And that is my crown. That's my entire crown area. My edges. Everywhere else on my scalp, it takes to the hydration very well. So I have to make sure that I stay on top of that. So what I have been trying to do with adding this water to my hair and putting the growing oil on it. And so this is my growth oil here, and this is a mixture of a lot of different oils. I'm going to do a video where I make my growth oil and show y'all how I mix it up and what type of oils I put in there. So this is for my scalp massage. I spray my hair with water, and then I add this growth oil to my hair, which I will do a video to show y'all what oils I put in there. Now, that's my growth oil. I also have a oil that I use like as a grease, and that's Botana oil. And I use that on top of my scalp. So whenever my edges, my scalp, anything feels dry, I spray it, and then I add the Botana oil onto it. So what we're trying to do, our attempt, is to moisture train my scalp and my hair. I never want anything to get dry and brittle. I always want, kind of like what we do with our skin. We take our showers every day. We moisturize. We put our oils. We put our lotions on our skin to ensure that our skin doesn't get to the point where it's going to crack, right? I don't want my scalp. I definitely used to treat my scalp in a way where it was always cracking. It was always dry. My scalp stayed dry. I didn't understand that. This month has taught me what parts of my scalp are already moisturized, and that takes moisture very well and does well with the moisture. What have scalp massages done for my central nervous system? Have they helped my hair grow? Is it difficult to keep going with the scalp massages every day? Is 7 to 10 minutes too long? Does it feel like the stimulation is happening? And doing scalp massages daily has taught me what parts of my scalp have been extremely dry, and that I'm working on to try to keep moisturized, hydrated, because I keep saying moisturized, to keep hydrated. How do you keep something hydrated? With water. Water. So keeping my scalp hydrated with water in certain spots. It has taught me where the dry parts of my scalp is and where I need to give extra hydration. That's what it has taught me. Yeah. What about the wigs? What about the wigs? What about wearing the extra hair? Did I get the itch? Did I want to change my hair up? Did I feel pretty when something came up? Was I comfortable inside of my own skin? I do feel like I got that itch. I look back at some pictures. That's what happened. There are some fashion videos that I haven't even put out there for you guys because I was transitioning on wearing my natural hair. And I had this wig that I really liked. I had this wig that I really liked. And I felt cute in it. And I was looking back at those pictures. And it made me want to go in the closet and put that wig on my head. It did. It did. I didn't do it. I haven't worn any extensions in my hair for the whole month, but I did get that itch. It wasn't it didn't take over me, and it didn't make me want to go off of my journey, because my thought process is the wigs that I had that I was wearing were curly wigs or natural blown out hair type of wigs. So they were wigs that if I grew my hair out and it grew the way that I wanted it to grow, they were wigs that look like what I want my hair to look like, basically. So in my mind, if I grow my hair out the way that I want to grow my hair out, it's going to look better than the wigs and weaves that I wore. That's what I would love to see happen. So my after picture is big, beautiful curly hair, bigger and longer than the sew-ins and wigs that I would wear. That's what's keeping me going. So yeah, I had the itch, but I do have that vision in my head, and I'm keeping that vision because we came leaps and bounds from day 1 until day 30 on just month 1. So where we gonna be on day 365 is all I want to know, y'all. That's what I'm waiting on to see. And I can give myself a year. I've given myself years of not taking care of my hair. So did I get the itch? Yep, I got it. Did I do anything about it? Nope. Nope, I didn't. I thought, and I don't know if y'all thought the same thing that I thought, but I thought that scalp massages was putting a little growth oil on your hair and just kind of rubbing it around. That's not what I did this month. I moved my scalp over my skull. So I literally took my head and moved it around. And if you're doing it, look at my face now. If you're doing it the right way, you can see the movement inside of your face. That's what I did. I moved my scalp over my skull in all different kinds of ways. And I got that thing moving. So my scalp is very loose. It calmed me. It kept me very grounded. It doesn't matter how stressful the day was. That scalp massage brought everything down. It regulated my central nervous system and help me calm down. I am a naturally hyper, got all the energy. Y'all, I like it. I like it. You know, at my big age, maybe I got all of 7-year-old energy. When I go on vacation with my teenagers, I'm on water slides. I'm doing all of the things. Y'all, we're about to go tubing, okay? I'm a fun girl. However, life is a balance. And I needed to know how to balance and calm everything down. And doing those scalp massages have really helped me calm everything down. Now, what have they done for my hair health? There's growth everywhere, y'all. The interesting thing is that I feel it before I see it. I can feel there's like little spikes of little hairs all around my edges that I cannot see in the mirror, but I can feel them coming up. The same thing in my balding areas in the front and down the middle. No more middle parts because I feel like I was just keeping that hair separate. I started doing the twist pattern because I want to alleviate that permanent middle part down my head, which was the big part. We want to fill it in. So yes, definitely. I don't know if y'all can tell, but let me put up some pictures because I feel like in the pictures you can really tell that from my edges to my pattern, something about my twist pattern. When I first started the twist pattern, I had a twist here, a twist here, a twist here, a twist here, one in the back, one in the middle, and one in the top. So down the middle of my head, when I first started, I only had 3 twists. We are at 5 now. Now I have to separate my hair 5 different times straight down the mohawk area because we're filling in hair now. It's crazy, y'all. We filling in hair. Like the hair is actually filling in. It's like I know it and I have the faith and I have the belief. Ooh, but the blessing in the walking it out is absolutely amazing. The blessing in the walking it out, getting your prayers answered in real time and being vulnerable and able to like show y'all like it can happen. It is happening. Where am I going to be in December with this hair? Y'all look at this little bun. This little bun was so thin and fragile. Everything's getting thicker. So the growth oil, it's as I'm massaging and I am moving that head and I am moving that scalp, I am allowing the nutrients, right? The reason that we're getting that blood flowing is so that the nutrients that we are now putting inside of our body that most of our body gets, and it takes forever for it to get to the top of our head, to our scalp. That's why we're doing the invert method and turning our head upside down. We're trying to get that scalp moving so those nutrients can get on up there and get that blood circulating so that we don't have a strand, no strands left behind, so we don't have any strands left behind, right? And so that is a part of it. The growth oil, the rosemary's in, all of the different oils that I'm putting in there are for their own reasons, helping stimulate my scalp growth, which is absolutely amazing, right? It's what God made, right? It's what He grew. It came from natural. So we bought some aloe vera leaf and we're putting that in the hair just to strengthen the strands of the hair, you know? Natural. The scalp massages are twofold. They're going to keep you in a state of relaxation, right? It's going to calm everything down, as well as stimulate your hair growth. So it's a win-win, right? If you're real stressed, girl, you got a lot going on in your life, those scalp massages, even if you're not trying to grow your hair, are going to most definitely calm everything down. Scalp massages are self-care. Self-care, okay? I do them every single night. I went through a roller coaster of emotions. You know, first I had to think about, like, what was I doing wrong, to figure out some things to do right. What were my bad habits? And what are some things that I needed to walk into? How did I let myself go? That's where the 7 excuses video come from. Because I believe before we can keep going, we got to figure out where we at. And I did a whole lot of where I'm at, you know. And those videos were hard to do, and I know they hard to watch, especially if you're in the same spot that I'm in. It's not an easy thing to deal with, to figure out that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, because you are a sum of all of the decisions that you made. My hair is in the state that it's in because of how I have taken care of it. But the exciting part is that we get to change that. And so here we are in 1 month of how I was able to change some things so that I can ensure that my hair grows and that I'm able to retain the growth. I found that simple was best. And what do I mean by that? Shampoo is harsh on my head. Shampoo is needed. I have been natural long enough to go back and forth with this co-washing and clean scalp. You need a clean scalp, that for sure. For hair to grow, I'm understanding that you need a clean scalp. However, all of that shampoo can dry your hair out. So how do you find your balance? Well, I found my balance in not putting so much product in my hair, because if I don't put so much product in my hair, then I don't have to shampoo it to get it out, right? That's where the co-washing comes in, and I can keep moisture in my hair without having to I can wash it and keep moisture in it without drying it out. And that's where co-washing comes into play. Well, you most definitely can get buildup with co-washing if you're not adding any shampoo, apple cider vinegar, baking soda. It is clay. It's natural ways of washing our hair, right? So what did I find that worked for me? What I found worked for me is I have co-washed my hair every 3 to 4 days. Now, daily, I'm putting Botana oil on as my grease, and I'm putting my growth oil on as I do my massages, and I'm misting my hair all day as needed. And on the ends of my hair is a hair butter. And that hair butter is going from mid shaft to the ends, because I don't even want my ends to get a chance to get dry. The other thing is they are usually tucked. My ends are usually tucked. So for the first month, I pretty much did leave my hair alone, but not so much, right? Because we're doing daily hair massages, and I'm always checking it to see where there is dryness at, and then I'm going to spray that little area and add a little oil to it. Before I add anything to it, I'm going to hydrate. How do we hydrate? We add water. Spray bottle. What's going to grow my hair? This right here. This right here. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking about shampoos, conditioners. I mean, the growth oil is a tool that is helping assist, right? The hair butter is a tool to keep my hair moisturized. But what is going to help grow my hair and keep my scalp healthy? Water. Water. Just like y'all be putting that setting spray all over your face. Baby, hit that head. Hit that head. Hit that head if that hair is straight. Hit that head if that hair is curly. Hit that head if you got braids in your hair. Every day. Every day. Hit that head with that water. See how it changes everything. Hydration. We are made most of water, right? More than 80% of our body is water. Our head, our skin, everything needs water. How do we think we're going to put our hair under these sew-ins and under these wigs for weeks at a time without adding water to it, and that it's going to help grow and keep for a healthy scalp, right? So our base foundation point is to figure out how to keep that scalp healthy. So number one is water. Water. Then we add the oil. Then we add the hair butter or creams or whatever you want to put on it to hold. All of these products are holding hydration. Holding hydration. Holding hydration, y'all. I had it all wrong. And I don't know if y'all had it all wrong, but I had it all wrong, especially when I was purring and we running from water. We running. Oh, I don't want to get my hair wet. I don't want to get my hair wet. Well, that water is exactly what we needed. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? What we were taught would mess our hair up and mess up our hairstyle is exactly what we needed. The water. Exposure therapy. Exposure therapy is important because there are times that you want to give up. Right? You want to give up. You're like, ugh. And if you anything like me, I am enjoying the style, the fashion, the dressing up, the different looks and all of that. And for me, hair was just an accessory. It was a part of that. I had to learn that if I wanted to grow my hair, then I couldn't do all of those extra things with extensions and wigs and sew-ins to grow my hair. I was going to have to hunker down. Now, I'm in a growth phase. Y'all, I'm not against wigs, or any. Do what you want to do to your hair. I'm saying that I'm in a growth phase. And if you're in a growth phase, I'm thinking you're going to have to do something different. And I'll use the example of somebody exercising. Somebody who decides that they want to lose weight and get fit, right? They're going to eat a certain way and they're going to exercise a certain way while they're doing that. Once they get to their goal, then they're working on maintaining. I'm not working on maintaining because we just grew another inch. So we just have 5 inches of hair, right? I think we would, once we're at 20 inches of hair, maybe we can look at doing, some fun stuff with my hair and all of that. But right now, I'm in the growth phase. Are you in the growth phase? Because if you in a growth phase, you do it a little different. I'm not about to do a lot of crazy stuff to my head that is not conducive to growth. So right now we're in the growth phase. And in the growth phase, I am doing less is more, right? So let's get into exposure therapy. It made me and it pushed me to think about, how do I want to dress? What type of earrings do I want to wear? Makeup. It made me push myself to look at how to put myself together without thinking about a fabulous hairdo, right? Because the look isn't always just about the hairdo. It's about the whole look. So I was challenged to do a video where I was more so thinking about the clothing and the outfits. Y'all check that video out. Let me know what y'all thought. I know it's not perfect, but I was just trying to find my confidence in my clothing. Yeah. So that was pretty much this month in a nutshell. It was difficult. It was challenging staying with the daily head massages and moving my scalp. That wasn't always easy. Some days I realized that I didn't do it before my shower and I had to do it right before I went to bed, but I did. So I feel good about it. I feel good about the 1 inch of hair growth. Come on now. We got a whole inch of hair growth. And if I keep that going, then at the end of this year, I'll have 12 inches. My goal is only 6, y'all. So I hope I get to 6. But if I get to 12, now we just inside of the experiment. So y'all stay with me. We got an inch of hair. The afro getting thicker. It's still see-through, but that's okay. Maybe next month it'll have a little more thickness on the circumference. And on my month video, I'll be wearing my afro. I can't wait to have a big, thick, full, big, pretty head full of hair. It's gonna happen for me, and it's gonna happen for you. Thank you so much for coming and watching my first month video. We got 1 inch of hair, y'all. We on our way. I'll see y'all next week where we talking about natural hair growth, and we giving it a year. Let me see. Are you growing your hair? What are your challenges? What are you doing to keep yourself on track? Girl, tell me. I need to know all of the tea. Y'all. Tell me. So this is so exciting. And I'm just excited on where I end up and where I'm going. Until next week, y'all. Power your vision, girl. Power your vision.